organizations. I am the only candidate endorsed by the Democratic Party, the United Nurses Association of California, California Federation of Teachers, Eric Garcetti, Ed Reyes, Senator Kevin DeLeon, countless of others, including the League of Conservation Voters and Sierra Club, because they know I will be the best candidate to protect the open space and the environment in Northeast Los Angeles. You know, politics and government is a rough business. I'm going to fight for what is right and then take the bruises as they come. But I'm going to be a tireless champion for the people of Northeast Los Angeles and for the state. Thank you.
Well, one issue that I had not heard yet is the issue of GMOs. I would go to Sacramento and get rid of GMOs in this state and list them labeled. GMOs, for those of you who don't know, are genetically modified organisms. They're not labeled because of federal law, and also there's huge big lobbies that prevent grocery stores or from our state to ask, can you label this genetically modified organism? That's one issue. Another issue would be water resources. LADWP is at 110% full capacity of water, yet we still got to be water-wise. Water is a huge issue in this state. I want to create desalination plants throughout the state in conjunction with the California Coastal Commission and work with the congressional members that I've been lobbying, like Judy Chu, Nancy Pelosi, and of course other members of the Congress like Javier Becerra, to get money from the Farm Bill and to use that to create water desalination, because we have this great resource called the Pacific Ocean, and we could do it with lean green technology. It's being used right now in countries like Dubai, countries like Kuwait, Saudi Arabia. Off the coast of California, Catalina Island uses most of its water resources is desalinated water. We have farmers in the Central Valley that do not have enough water to irrigate their crops, to feed their animals, and most of our food comes from those places, from the Central Valley and other places. And so in turn, if we don't support water resources, we'll be paying higher prices for food. So again, those are other issues that are quality of life issues that I think that need to be raised. And again, of course, go after corporations that do not pay their corporate tax here in the state of California, even though they have 90% of their assets here in the state of California, but they have, on paper, they're in foreign countries.
And just a point of clarification, is this our final statement?
Yes,
this is
it.
All right. Well, listen, it's great to be here. It's great to be before you. I'm honored to be a candidate. I think what I bring to this field is a decades-long service in my own right. I mean, I haven't worked for an elected official. There's obviously nothing wrong with that. I don't come of an office, nor do I come of an organized interest. I've just served you locally on the neighborhood council in my neighborhood where I used to live in Silver Lake for 4 years, 5 years as president of the Planning Commission, and as I mentioned before, on the Parks Oversight Committee. I've served here for a decade. I care deeply about this area. And I think the other thing, as I mentioned before, is I'm just simply not sponsored. I want to do what's best for you. I will not have to pick up the phone and ask any sponsor what we're doing on any given piece of legislation. And I believe that now more than ever, when we have such tough budget times, we need someone that can be independent, because there's going to be tough decisions to be made. And we need someone that can be thoughtful, that can do the homework, analyze the situation, analyze the proposals, and do what's best for the district. And that's what I'm prepared to do. When I started this 18 months ago, we started with very little support. I've broadened that base of support to include leaders, community leaders throughout the district. I'm proud to have the support of Planned Parenthood Advocacy Project, California National Organization of Women, Congresswoman Judy Chu, teachers from throughout the district, former Congressman Esteban Torres out of East LA, and as I mentioned, hundreds of leaders. I'm going to be a strong, progressive champion. I'm going to fight for single-payer health care here in California. Health care is my passion. I believe it should be a fundamental right not a privilege not to this. Thank you for your consideration.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for being here and staying here in the evening. I mean, you have a lot of other things to do and work, and coming here after is everyone. So thank you, and thank you as an organization for hosting this and giving us an opportunity to present ourselves. I think that this is an important race, only because of the following. It's a new district, and this new district is going to be challenged with, just like anything else, I started my opening with this deficit that we have to deal with. And I think that experience is really important in the sense of what we have and what we've done. And I have lived here most of my life. Actually, I've lived here all my life. I came when I was 2 years old, immigrant from Mexico, and born in Ciudad Juarez. So I don't remember anything at the time I got here. So this is my life. I've lived here, I've invested here, I've purchased my home here, and I've worked here in the public sector for quite some time, as well as the private sector. I'm running because of the following. It's important that we elect people that are familiar with your issues, that are familiar for the community, that are here, that are homegrown. I am tired of seeing the templated candidates that come in to the community that have not lived here, or do not live here, or will probably not live here at all. They have an interest. My background has been from community work for many, many years. I have over 400 community people endorsing me. Everybody from Nahuatl soccer to Australian soccer club to people who are community servicemen people, Centro del Pueblo, Sandra Figueroa, that provides a base of support, BioAction in El Sereno. Folks like that, that's what we look for. I also have elected, I work for Gil Cedillo has endorsed me. We are never with the mainstream. We are an independent voice in Sacramento. We make sure that we do what has to be done for the people that we represent. And I think that this is the most important thing that we need to talk about when we're looking at this election. Who's going to represent you, and who's going to stand up what is important in this community? I believe I'm that person. I hope that will happen on June 5th. Thank you so much.
Well, join me in thanking our candidates for coming out here. I hope you stick around and enjoy some of the hospitalities that we have here and talk to our stakeholders one-on-one.